peacekeeping mission, but turned into a day they'll never forget. A local Kern County veteran forever changed after his unit was attacked in Iraq. That story now becoming the inspiration for a National Geographic movie. 23 ABC's Morgan Wheeler joining us live now with more on his story and how you can take part.
Tim, that local veteran speaking with me tonight, telling me how this movie will bring him closure after fighting in Iraq. A local military veteran's story being told on the big screen.
You know, growing up from a little town, it's just pretty much, I just wanted to do something better with my life and join the military.
Eddie Gonzalez was 20 years old when he was stationed in Fort Hood, Texas. In 2004, he was deployed to Iraq in what was supposed to be a peacekeeping mission. But just 5 days after deployment, their unit was attacked in Sadr City. The day became known as Black Sunday. 8 U.S. Army soldiers were killed that day, nearly 60 more wounded.
We got ambushed on, that's where they call it Black Sunday, April 4th, 2004. So it's, you know, it's just, from then on, we were just fighting all the time, or, you know, just going, like, for 90 straight days, we're just going at it.
Eddie's experience with his military brothers in Iraq has inspired a National Geographic film called The Long Road Home.
13 years down the road, you know, now you're going to see it back again.
For Gonzalez, The Long Road Home has forever changed his life, now reliving it with millions of others who will soon watch his story.
Like, war changes you, and a lot of people don't understand that.
Gonzalez says something about this movie will bring him closure.
This here is just pretty much like for closure. I don't think I'm a hero. I'm just, you know, I just did what I had to do.
Gonzalez hopes this movie will show his kids and the American people what so many military men and women did during deployment.
Like what we go through, or what Daddy's been through, you know, and it's like I did that for them, you know, so I'm just, you know, just blessed to come back home. But
there will be a local viewing party for The Long Road Home tomorrow night at Elements Venue. Everyone is welcome to come out, all ages. We'll have more information on our website at turnto23.com. Live in Central Bakersfield, Morgan Wheeler, 23 ABC.
Coming up, Kern County preparing to celebrate our local military veterans. A look at the various events being held this weekend and the details on the parade happening as well. Allison?
And we're looking at clear skies for tomorrow. I have your full forecast coming up.
Welcome back. 2 people are dead after a house fire in Frazier Park that happened over the weekend. That fire happening around 5:30 Sunday morning on Truman Avenue. It was there they found a 2-story home fully engulfed in flames. Fire crews finding the bodies of 2 elderly women who were trapped inside. As crews began to attack that fire, the roof actually collapsed and nearby grass and trees caught fire, which threatened neighboring homes. Several homes in the area were actually evacuated. A neighbor in the area spoke to 23 ABC about the 2 women who lost their lives.
We found out that it was burning down to the bare nothing. And when I walked up there, I noticed that their only car was out there and it was burnt too. They were just wonderful people. I can't say it enough how wonderful they were.
The fire caused an estimated $300,000 in damage. The cause, though, remains unknown at this time. One man is dead after being ejected from his car on Highway 58 Sunday morning. That crash happening around noon on the westbound lanes of the highway near Oswell Street. CHP officials say a 45-year-old man made an unsafe turn, causing his GMC to overturn. The man was not wearing a seatbelt and was ejected. He later died from his injuries. His identity has not yet been released. Today, the U.S. Secretary of Agriculture visiting Kern County to meet with local farmers and discuss future farming legislation. Secretary Sonny Perdue dropping by the 23 ABC studios today to talk about some of the issues with farmers in Arvin. The Trump administration's effort to roll back regulations on farmers will get a lot of attention in addition to the farm worker shortage.
Many of these people have been working on these farms. Some farm managers, they've been here for years, and they live here, and we've got to have a situation that takes care of them. There's a bill going through Congress right now, but doesn't address that transition, and we got some challenges there.
Trade talks were also expected to get a fair amount of time today with the secretary, with renegotiating of NAFTA expected. Secretary Perdue also touched on wildfires across the West and the $2.2 billion in federal aid that has already been spent. You can see the entire interview on our website, turnto23.com. The Bakersfield Republican Women Organization holding a fundraising event this weekend, giving the public a chance to hear from Senator Jean Fuller and other politicians. The annual fundraiser, called Pizzazz, will take place November 14th at Stockdale Country Club. That event opening at 10 a.m. for shopping, the program beginning just before noon. Local Assemblywoman Shannon Grove and State Senator Jean Fuller will be in attendance to give updates on state-related issues and topics.
I think that we are on our road to becoming more actively involved with our community and working with other organizations, because one organization, one group of people cannot make a difference. So we know that we need to start reaching out to others and just being more accessible to our community.
Tickets can be purchased for $60 at Sugar Daddy's or Victoria's Boutique before November 7th. All around the nation, including right here in Kern County, Americans preparing to honor our more than 18 million military veterans. Here in town, thousands will be heading out to see the annual Veterans Day Parade. That parade starting 10 a.m. Saturday at the corner of 21st and L Streets in downtown. This is video from last year. Veterans Day first organized in 1919 following World War I, and every year since, this day has been set aside to honor those who have served their country. Here's a map of the parade route this Saturday. It starts, as we mentioned, 21st and L, then heads west before turning south on G Street. It then heads back east on 20th before coming to an end at M Street. And this week, Bakersfield College hosting a care package drive to benefit veterans. BC's Operation Not Forgotten Care Package Drop Zone is part of many events taking place during this Veterans Week. Operation Not Forgotten will take place tomorrow, November 7th from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. in front of the administration building there on BC's campus. Care packages can consist of beef jerky, baby wipes, liquid hand sanitizers, and ramen noodles. Lots of other items that they want to be packed in there as well to say we support our veterans. Let's take a look at our forecast now with Allison Gargaro talking about this weekend and Saturday for the Veterans Day Parade. It's looking pretty nice, right?
Yes, it's just going to be cloudy, no chance of rain, which will be nice. And we're definitely back down to those seasonal temperatures. We hit a high of 65 today, so that normal is at 70. So we are just below that right now in Bakersfield. We're looking at 52 degrees and a low tonight of 48. So it definitely is continuing those chilly temperatures that we saw earlier this weekend. Tomorrow, our air quality is going to be in that good range, an AQI of 42. So it's going to be beautiful and clear out. There's no restrictions, but burning is still discouraged here in Kern County. And those clouds that we were seeing today and the windy conditions will be dissipated by tomorrow. So we're looking at those clear skies, which will be nice. But we will see a little bit of fog starting at 3:30 a.m. until 7:30. But that will be north and west of Bakersfield, where we had some of that heavier rain earlier this weekend. Tomorrow, we're looking at 60s across the board, 69 degrees as a high in Bakersfield, 67 in Wasco, as well as down in Taft. Those sunny conditions continue throughout the county. Looking at 61 in Fraser Park, as well as into Hatchby, and then 67 up in Lake Isabella. We see winds just 5 to 10 miles per hour in the